Hey everybody, it's Ryan again. Welcome back. Welcome to the investing channel. I had a customer ask me about Solana. Not a customer, but a viewer asked me about Solana and didn't really ask me what they wanted to know. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a look at it and just share my thoughts with you guys. I'm not in on Solana right now, but I just wanted to do an analysis for this person and anyone else that might be interested in looking at it. So if you guys are into crypto, and you are interested in seeing, when I jump into a trade, my exit point, how much profit I'm going to be making, and the indicators that I look at, then subscribe to the channel, smack the notification bell so that you're notified when I come up with the next video. But let's go ahead and we'll take a look at Solana. All right, let me share my screen. This will be epic. Probably not. But anyway, I'm in my trading view platform. And here's Solana. You can see down 2.43. It's been pretty much a red day for most of the day. You can see a lot of red going on. It's not all red, but it's been a red day. It's been a down day. So let's kind of take a look at this. So right now we are at 150, 150.61. Let's change this from the 4-hour to the 1 day to get kind of a wider view of the history of Solana. You can see here down in July of 20, you were able to pick it up at roughly $24. And now it's at 150. So you're up about six times. Let's see what's going on the RSI for the day. Since December 14th, it's gone up and past the 50 mark, and then it's come back down. So it's kind of on the lower half. It's been on the lower half of the RSI since December, well, since the beginning of December. So let's go back to the 4-hour. You can see here that it's kind of bouncing around here. Hasn't been moving much. Let's see. Okay, let's take a look at some other indicators. This is a 4-hour chart, so you can see here for 2022, it's still showing on the lower side. The Ichimoku Cloud, we are definitely below the red cloud. This is an indication that we do not want to be probably jumping into it right now. You'd like to see more of a momentum moving upward. I mean, you could jump into it, but obviously you want to see a little bit of an uptrend. So it looks like there's some momentum before you jump into something. And you can see the lagging line is still even over here. So that's an indication that things are not currently showing well. We are actually down below the 30 on the RSI down here. If you can see that, it's a little bit below it. There you go. That's a better view. Okay, so let's get rid of the Ichimoku. Let's look at the MACD. MACD, it looks like it's starting to go up here a little bit, but the last indication was a downtrend. It went from 169 down to 150, so roughly $19. The multiple SMA, you can see here that back at the November 22nd, the yellow line crossed, which indicates a downward trend, and it stayed down. Got a little bit closer here, but then it dropped even more, and now it's come back up. And probably a lot of people thought that it was going to be a point at which they should buy in, but it hit that line. There was some resistance there, and then it came back down. So my hope is that with these two lines that, and I've seen this a lot with a lot of coins lately, these two lines are very close to getting close to passing, but there's something going on in the economy right now. And you can tell that, I don't know, I just feel like something big's coming. And I don't know, it's probably something to do with the market, but it's on all levels. And if you guys are watching the news and you're kind of like, or you're just going about your day and no big deal, and you're not really aware, there's a lot of stuff going down in Australia. Today in Kazakhstan, people are driving tanks into buildings, lighting huge governmental buildings on fire. People are in the streets, and it's going on in Europe, Austria, Germany, UK, Ireland, Hong Kong, it's all over. So something big's happening. And then you've also had the default in China. Let's take a look at Bitcoin here. BTC, look at that drop. Wow. So even since the start of the year, things have been trending downward all the way here. It crossed back on November 19th, and it's just been going down from 62 down to 43. So don't get too nervous. If you're in trades right now, I mean, rather than taking a huge loss, you might want to, wait. And if I'm going to share with you guys a little bit about it, you can go and watch some of my other videos, but let me go back to Sol and see if I can put your mind at ease a little bit. Where are we? Sol. Come on. There it is. Okay. Let me go to this one. So crypto works differently. And those of you that have been buying for a long time already know this. It's slower. It moves at a lot slower pace. Other than, when you're comparing it to stocks or day trading. In day trading, when I was jumping in, everything was lined up perfectly, and then go, just boom, jump in, and then immediately you go jump out. If you're trying to get in within the first couple, 30 seconds, a minute of the day when you're going after gappers, and sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. So things move really fast, and you got to be ready to, you got to be very familiar with the platform. But on crypto, it moves a lot slower. And typically what happens is when these things swing down, they ultimately come back up, and they ultimately come back up more often than they stay down. So let's just take a look at some of these here. Move this over a little bit. Got a fly flying around in here. Anyway, you like my background? I like it. If you like my background, give me a thumbs up, because wow, look at that house. So on these bases here, and I'll show you this one, and then I'll show you another coin, but you can see this on my other videos. So typically when you have a crack of one of these bases, it will either come all the way back up or it'll come close. So you never want to be greedy. You never want to say, I'm waiting for it to go all the way back up, because you might want to come in a little bit under that to be safe. I'm in on a trade right now where it almost hit that point, and if I would have just brought it down by a few cents, it would have already taken profit. But now I'm holding, and I'm not too worried about it. It'll come back around, but now I'm holding longer, and I'd rather get my money out, jump into another trade on something else. So you can see here, cracked, came back up, cracked, went down 2 levels, came back up, cracked, went down 2 levels, came back up, cracked this line, went down 2, came back up. This one's hitting a lot of 2 cracks and then coming back up. So you can see here, this one over here, cracked, took a little bit of time. Let's see, what was that? November 11th, all the way to November, 10 days, came back up. So don't get nervous. If it cracks, it'll come back up, hopefully, over here, cracked, came back up, cracked, came back up. So it happens more often. Typically, you might wait a day, you might wait 10 days. On average, I was waiting 30 days at the latest, at the longest. And then May hit, and then I was 30 days, 45 days. I'm like, what's going on here? So then I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to get out of this trade, because I saw all these entry points, and I talked about this in the last video. All these entry points, when it cracks and it starts to hit these different levels, making its way back down, this is the time frame when you want to come back in and buy in. And you don't want to throw all your money in. You want to throw, what you can afford. What you can afford to lose is the most important thing. You can't be emotionally involved. I know it's hard to do that in the beginning, but ultimately you need to have a stack of money, and you go, this is my play money. And you go to Vegas, this is the money I'm willing to lose. So don't sit there and go, oh, it dropped. What am I going to do? I'm losing, and freak out. You can't be like that. You got to go, I'm in, and then I'm just going to sit and I'm going to hold. Okay. So right now could be a good opportunity to come in and buy at some of these levels. Let me share with you guys some of these levels here. All right. These levels are just starting out. So we've got, well, I'm going to start up here. So here's, I'll just kind of tell you. So if you want to monitor them on the way back up, you got 165, you got 156, 147, 139, 130, 122, 113, 105, and 96 roughly. So what you could do is you could come in, go into your trading platform, and you could start putting, where you want to buy. Put in a little bit here, or put in a little bit here. If it hits that point, a little bit here, a little bit here. If it doesn't and it swings back up, then just cancel these orders and then go put your money in on something else. But if it starts to get down here and you've already been buying along the way, then what you'll want to do is you'll want to place sell orders. So if you bought, here and here, then you might want to place your sell order once it comes over here and hits here, and then a little bit more here, and hopefully it'll come back up and hit this base right here. So I hope that helps you guys. If you guys are learning something or seeing something that you like, please add a comment down below. If you guys are in on another coin and you're like been sitting on it for a while and you're like, what's going on? And you want me to take a look at it, just put in the comments what coin that is. And I'll start doing that for you guys. And please give this video a thumbs up. Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And then subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. And then smack that notification bell. And maybe you know somebody that you feel this video might help out. Feel free to share it with them, okay? Send them the link. So thanks guys for watching. And it's coming up on 10. So I'm gonna go watch some TV and I will see you guys probably tomorrow. I'll upload it tonight. It'll be available in the morning for Thursday and you guys can watch it. And be safe out there, everybody. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.